My father worked in the United States since he was 18, pretty much. He worked all over California and Arizona. I used to see my father maybe once a month, if we were lucky, once a month. He wanted a better life for all his kids. He didn't see Mexico as being of us actually getting a professional job, or we were not going to have the opportunity that we would have here in the United States. So he decided to get green cards for everyone. San Isidro, I thought it was really cool because everything was green and looked beautiful and the streets were clean and people were nice. At the time, my father was still picking oranges, but he knew that he wanted to have a home someday for us. So he started getting a job as a janitor, and the oldest 3 kids, we all started helping him clean offices at night. I dropped out of school at age 14. I just didn't want to be at school because I knew that my family probably needed me more working. I was making more money than my father was making. I started working in a pharmacy. At age 21, I decided that I wasn't going to be working in pharmacy forever, and I wanted something better for myself. I knew that I could do better. So I decided to go back and get my GED. In the same year I got my GED, got my citizenship. It was hard to become a citizen because I was so proud of being Latina, but at the same time I knew that if I wanted a good job, I needed to become a citizen. I was married to a police officer that became very abusive, and I went through domestic violence for 5 years. When I divorced, I went back to school. What I would do is I would drop off my girls at 6 in the morning to daycare, and then would go to work. After work, I would go to school. I went to Palomar College. I got my associate's degree. I was never into politics. I knew what was going on in the local, the government of the United States, president and all the other government. But I was never into the local government. I didn't know what was going on. What made me concerned was the way the city council was treating the residents of Escondido, not just the Latinos, but a lot of the other residents. After reading about the rental ban that was proposed by Marie Waldron, it was going to be a lot of racial division in our city. It's dividing our city. This is not about just one race. This is about human rights. We need people out there that's going to represent everybody in Escondido, everybody that pays taxes, that lives here, and that has built Escondido. So that's what I want them to know, that they need to get involved in politics. If we don't get involved, local government will just do whatever they want, and there's no one there to ask them why. I'm very passionate about it because I feel like I see my father, what he went through, and now they want to do this to the people, and it just hurts me. I promise that I will be fair, that I'll actually listen, and that I care. I'm proud by showing that I can make a change and change local government and just be a positive part of Escondido, the history of Escondido, because today will be the history of Escondido.